Oh my goodness. Look, it's Leah here with us today. Leah is one of our associate producers here at MyTalk 1071, the radio station we work for. And she's going to be playing blind items with us today because Bradley's already on his holiday vacation.
Good for him.
Yes, he is. Okay, Mike.
Yeah.
Are we going to hear anything about Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively in these blind items?
I am going to allow you to tell us everything, and we will not touch it.
Okay, good. All right.
I don't want to touch it.
Yeah, we've already talked about it a lot,
Nice.
But that's off this Blinded by the Item podcast, so you don't know about that. So Justin Baldoni, the director of It Ends With Us, the big story over the weekend is that Blake Lively is suing him for sexual harassment. This was a movie that came out in August. I'm sure you guys are familiar with the interview that came out from Kirsty Flaw. That is separate from this. She says she has nothing to do with it, but it didn't make Blake Lively look too great. There were also at the time accusations of Justin commenting about her weight and a few other things, but it wasn't a full-blown lawsuit. It was just accusations. Well, now they have filed. And boy, some of the things in this lawsuit are creepy creeperton, right? Like, dude, what are you doing?
Yeah.
This guy was like the feminist director who was standing up for women's rights. He's always making movies about social issues, and but he is not guilty. You know, this is alleged, but he has been dropped by his talent agency, WME, which is really bad for him.
Yeah.
It's not good at all. So I'm sure this will continue on through the holidays. So Merry Christmas? I don't know. Okay, Mike, let's get into some blind items.
Yeah, there were some blind items about which motivation or what might be motivating both sides. I get it. Yeah, I just didn't want to touch it. So let's not do that. Let's talk about other blind items on this pre-Christmas break Blinded by the Item.
Yeah.
Let's get it started with this one. Likely feeling a bit insecure about his box office flop, this A-minus list, mostly movie actor, is calling out his higher on the list former co-stars for artificially inflating their appearance. Likely feeling a bit insecure about his box office flop, this A-minus list, mostly movie actor, is calling out his higher on the list former co-stars for artificially inflating their appearance.
Were they also in the movie?
Not the box office flop. No.
Okay. And this was a recent box office flop? Okay, what just flopped, Leah?
Well, there was The Lion King.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that was
one
bad.
Flopped.
Yeah.
But I don't think there's any real celebs attached to that one.
I mean, Beyonce. That's.
Oh well, yeah. I mean, I was thinking about male.
Males. Okay, this is something we've been talking about. It's not just something brand new, right, Mike?
We've mentioned this individual's name quite a bit.
Okay.
Was this a highly anticipated?
Not really.
Okay.
I mean, it was highly anticipated from the standpoint we knew it was going to be a big box office. We knew that it was going to be a big budget.
Okay.
For a specific type of film. And we knew it was probably not going to do well.
Oh, is it Red One?
No.
It's not The Rock.
Red One crushed, by the way, and it's a great freaking movie.
Oh my goodness.
I love Red One, and so does everybody else who watches it, except the critics. Watch Red One. It is going to be in your holiday rotation going forward.
Oh, wow.
91% on Rotten Tomatoes from an audience score.
Okay.
A pluses, A minuses from non-critic websites. Don't get me wrong. You're not watching a Christmas movie because you think it's going to be The Godfather or, amazing. You're watching a Christmas movie to have fun, and that's what that movie is.
Okay.
I love Red One.
Wow.
I'm happy to say it.
Mike. Yes.
Watch it, and it will not be that hot of a take.
Okay. So is this person foreign born?
This person is foreign born.
Okay. Have they been a superhero in the past?
They have been.
Okay.
They've also, more recently, been a super villain.
Oh. Okay. Is this this isn't that Sebastian Stan movie?
Nope.
Okay. That did check all the boxes, though, I think.
So this was a theatrical release, right?
This was a theatrical release, yes.
Okay.
Still in theaters?
Yes.
Okay.
Hmm.
Still in theaters.
Okay.
Big one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Making
right.
a villain. We thinking
He was a villain in this movie.
In the movie.
in this movie. Trying to think.
Oh.
Is he a heartthrob?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, it's on the tip of my tongue.
You're going to get there.
People are screaming at the
They're
radio
screaming
right
at
now.
you. I'm drawing blanks. Okay, so he's a heartthrob, foreign-born villain.
After you saw this movie, nobody was craving to see more.
Oh, Craven the Hunter. Thank you, Mike. I would have stalled on that one. It's been a long weekend.
Likely. And of course, who starred in Craven the Hunter?
Craven the Hunter is
3 named.
Aaron Taylor Johnson.
Likely feeling a bit insecure about his own box office flop, Aaron Taylor Johnson is calling out his higher on the list former co-stars for artificially inflating their appearance. You can take your pick on which former co-star. He was recently saying that because this obviously isn't his first Marvel movie.
Okay.
He was actually in the MCU as Quicksilver, the
right.
sister or the brother of the Scarlet Witch, and he made a comment that he's kind of seen it all in his superhero days, including people using pads in their arms, in their backsides, in their front sides, just to make sure they looked a little better on camera in some of those massive big blockbusters.
Okay.
So, there you go.
Hemsworth's. I mean, do we need to guess this part?
We don't have to guess this part.
He's just saying.
You instantly said Hemsworth.
I like where your mind is going there.
Okay. Anyway, sometimes when we take steroids, things happen.
Maybe Thor had to, yeah.
Thor's hammer
Thor's hammer might have been.
was just a
Yep.
ball peen hammer. Okay.
Oh,
Anyway.
wow. Love it. So there you go. You guys got that one.
Come on. I mean, he's going to be Bond. What does he care?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not his fault that the movie was bad,
True.
was it?
I mean, maybe.
No, I think most people actually thought he was fine in it.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's just, again, this is from now keep in mind, there's the MCU, which is where he played Quicksilver and all those other
Yes.
fantastic high grossing movies. Then there's also this side of the MCU, the Sony MCU, which gave us wonderful box office gems like Morbius, Madam Web, Venom, and now, of course, Craven the Hunter.
Yeah, you have to. If you've seen the others and you thought they sucked, you have to see this one too. That's my take on it. I haven't seen it yet, but I'm like, well, might as well round it out.
It's the off-brand MCU.
I mean, Madam Web was hilarious.
I loved Madam Web. I actually had a good time watching that movie.
I did because it was so dumb. I was like, this is so
thought it was
fantastically horrible.
I think they should have leaned into it.
Yeah.
If you thought Morbius sucked,
Yeah.
get ready for the box office flop of the century.
Mike, that's genius.
It's Craven the Hunter.
That is genius.
Theaters now. Let's do another one. This former A-list singer is acting vindicated and ready to start their rehab tour. Just because you personally were cut off the lawsuit on a technicality doesn't mean you were innocent, no matter how you want to spin it.
Oh.
This former A-list singer is acting vindicated and ready to start their rehab tour. But just because you were personally cut off a lawsuit on a technicality doesn't mean you were innocent, no matter how you want to spin it.
Okay. Is this... Okay, it could be one of two. I'm thinking either Mariah Carey, J-Lo. Oh, no. Now I've run out.
Okay.
It's up to you, Leah.
I was leaning towards it's not Katy Perry, is it? Okay.
Is this connected to Sean Combs?
No.
Okay. Wow. All right. We got to completely move another direction.
Redirect.
Pivot. Okay. Let me read. Can you read it again?
Yes, now we can get Diddy out of our minds and read this blind item. This former A-list singer is acting vindicated and ready to start the rehab tour. Just because you personally were cut off a lawsuit on a technicality doesn't mean you are innocent, no matter how you want to spin it.
Okay. Oh. So the lawsuit was dropped? Or the lawsuit is still going?
The lawsuit against this individual.
Lizzo?
There you go.
Oh, gosh.
Lizzo is acting vindicated and ready to start her rehab tour, but just because you were cut off of a lawsuit on a technicality doesn't mean you were innocent, no matter how you want to spin it. For those who haven't dove into the actual behind the scenes of what it means for her to be off this lawsuit, they were basically saying the individual who sued her couldn't sue her, instead had to sue her company, because that's technically who she was the employee of. So Lizzo was cleared of it, but her company is still being sued.
That's right.
So
and the things that happened were perpetrated by people within that company, including her, including Lizzo.
And this is relating to her recent podcast appearance with Keke Palmer, correct?
Correct. Apparently, people think because of that Keke Palmer.
now?
Yeah, that happened end of last week. She just went on to Keke Palmer and basically said, I'm so glad we can put this behind us now, and I'm ready to be back, and we're all good. While she's still being sued.
Yeah.
Wow. But her company is being sued.
Well, yes.
Not like the Wizard of Oz, where it's like, don't look behind the curtain. You know what I mean? I am the wizard. Oh, okay.
So there you go. You guys got that blind item.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks for reading it again, because I had a whole bunch of other stuff in my head.
That's good. It's hard not to immediately go to Diddy. I promise.
When you hear lawsuit, yeah.
Today is a Diddy-free zone.
Yes, Merry Christmas.
It's also a Blake and Justin free zone for
now.
For now. We'll get
the weeks
we'll get
will be
back
filled.
to it next week. Don't worry. But before the holiday break, we're going to send you off with no Diddy and no Baldoni/Lively.
No Diddy, no doubt.
Yes. If you thought stories around the Nepo baby named after a fruit were bad, they don't even compare to how rude and entitled this A-list Nepo baby actress is. There is not one positive fan interaction with her ever.
Oh, Apple?
Yeah.
Well, so that's the first part.
That's the first one, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you thought stories around Apple, you got that one.
Yes.
Apple Martin were bad. They don't even compare to how rude and entitled this A-list Nepo baby actress is. There is not one positive fan encounter with her ever.
Is she currently in a new movie that's out right now?
She is currently in a new movie. Actually, currently in a movie that's dropping this weekend. It's not out yet.
Is the movie a horror flick?
Nicely done.
Who is it?
Okay, you're going to have to help me get to the name.
Ooh.
Oh, wait, no, I know the name.
No, you know.
I
Come
know
on
who
now,
this is.
girl.
I think I know who this is.
Let's hear it.
Okay, so we're talking about the movie Nosferatu, correct?
Oh.
And apparently the insufferable Nepo baby.
Lily James? No. Lily Rose Depp.
There you go. Yes. Don't get your lilies crossed there. It's
Yeah.
Lily Rose Depp.
Lily Allen? No.
Yeah.
If you thought stories around Apple Martin were bad from an Nepo baby entitlement standpoint, they don't even compare to how rude and entitled Lily Rose Depp is. According to the blind items, there is not one positive fan encounter with her ever.
Oh.
Whew. Okay.
So
Now,
she
who's
did
her
go
mom?
through that movie with The Weeknd.
the TV show, The
Yeah,
Idol.
that's right.
Mhm.
That's right.
And let's be honest, if anyone had to go through and suffer through that,
Maybe they're bitchy.
or they just deserve our respect for surviving because it was terrible.
Yeah. So her mother is a French woman.
Right.
That's all I know. Right?
Vanessa
Depardieu.
No.
Paradis?
Paradis.
Paradis.
Paradis?
Paradis.
I have no idea.
Paradis.
Yep, there
That's
you
right.
go.
Okay.
Just kind of slur the end and it's French.
That's what I do.
So there you go. Johnny Depp's, of course, daughter, according to the blind
I
item.
wonder where she learned it. Probably not her mother.
From you, Dad. I learned it from watching you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So again, Nosferatu.
Man, I just can't wait to see that movie.
It looks so up your alley.
I just,
I remember
love
the original
old one. Yeah, I mean, not when it came out. I'm not that old.
No, but y'all, if you took a film class, in the
Yes,
last
you
20
saw
years,
it.
You had to watch it.
But yeah.
Yeah, it's getting unbelievably high reviews. People are loving it, including people right here in our office who adore it. And yeah, so it's exciting.
It
Good
looks
deal.
scary AF.
Yeah. Can't wait for that. Christmas Day?
Christmas Day, yes. That is when it's being released.
We'll probably wait a couple days, but
Christmas Day, a great day for movies.
It is
releases.
great, especially if you want to get away from your family.
And you want to
Just
watch
for a break.
you want to watch movies that have nothing to do with Christmas.
Yes.
Nosferatu and Baby Girl.
Oh.
Two big releases on Christmas Day.
I don't want to see it.
I will
Nicole
see it for you.
Kidman, okay, so this is the second time she's been cast in the role of
The
a
older
woman
Paramore.
who's yeah.
Mhm.
There was a Joaquin Phoenix movie that she was in where he was the student and she was the I'm like, why is she getting cast in this all the time?
Oh, I thought you were talking about the one she did last summer about the.
Oh, another one?
Wasn't it came out the same time that Zac Efron one came out?
Oh,
Yeah, there was that one as well.
And then Nicole Kidman did the other one. I can't remember.
yeah. I mean, just lean into it.
Just being typecast, maybe. I don't know.
Typecast is it's fine.
It's fine. Hopefully the wigs
Maybe
are
I
better.
will see it. Who knows?
I'm going to watch that one on my couch.
Yeah.
Harris Dickinson's amazing. So
Oh, he is.
he's the opposite of her in that one. So we'll see.
Iron
he plays
Claw.
the intern he was in the Iron Claw, which by the way, also an A24 film that was released on Christmas Day.
Oh, yes.
I'm
And
pretty sure.
also The Triangle of Sadness. Did you ever see that
Yes,
movie?
I
He
did
was
not.
great. Oh, you guys have to see that. It's so weird.
And
It
also
is great.
the Hulu series Murder at the End of the World with Emma Corrin. Fantastic. Those two
okay.
are an item in that one, and it is a great film or a great TV show. We're just giving recommendations today while we're doing Blinded by the Items.
I'm just taking notes here.
Let's go ahead and do another one here, see if any movie or TV recommendations will come with it. We've got an A-list celebrity is used to being the best at what they do. Now they're getting paid as if they were the best at what they're doing, even though they're terrible. So to compensate, they are getting obsessed with plastic surgery, so at least they look the part. Let's run through this one again. We've got an A-list celeb that is used to being the best at what they do. Now they're getting paid as if they were the best, even though what they're currently doing, they're terrible at. To compensate, they are getting obsessed with plastic surgery, so at least they look the part.
Okay, I just need to get Tom Cruise out of my head. Okay.
Don't we all?
I mean, he crashed Timothy Chalamet's premiere.
And now he's got a new love
He
interest.
looked really tight.
See his new love interest?
No, he has a new love interest?
He went out for a long, what's being called romantic dinner with his agent, a cozy night out.
With his
Oh,
agent.
he's got to do fake relationships with his agent now?
God.
This was a seemingly romantic dinner.
Probably did.
Is she a Scientologist already? Probably.
She is not. She is. She's a very, very high-powered individual in the world of agents and things. And she also, well, I'll let you do the research, but she probably needs a little image upgrade right now based on some comments she made not too long ago. So I think that's probably why they went out to dinner together.
Ooh,
Let's go back to this blind item, though. We've got an A-list celeb is used to being the best at what they do. Now they're getting paid as if they're the best, even though they're terrible at what they're currently doing. To compensate, they're getting obsessed with plastic surgery, so at least they look the part.
Is this a man?
This is a man.
Okay.
He was the
What were
best
you
at
gonna
what
say?
he did.
And he was the best. Is he a singer?
No,
Does he think he's a singer?
I really don't think so.
Okay. Is this an athlete?
Yep.
Okay.
Was.
Okay. Tom Brady? Tom Brady.
You had the wrong Tom stuck in your head. According to the blind items, Tom Brady is used to being the GOAT at playing football. Now he's getting paid as if he's the GOAT from a broadcasting standpoint, but he's actually terrible. So to compensate, he's getting obsessed with plastic surgery, so at least he looks the TV part.
Oh, no.
Oh, no, this is a plot.
This is going to end so badly.
He has a delicate face.
He does. And he's
so
a very beautiful man.
If you mess with it too much, though, it starts looking real weird.
That bone structure is just going to collapse.
It sounds like we're hoping for it. I'm not hoping for it, but I just
Eating
think.
some popcorn watching Tom Brady's face go down.
Oh, so Mike,
Yeah.
what do you think? Since you're a huge sports fan and have been a commentator and you're sports guy around here, what do you think about his
Well, there's a learning curve with any
Broadcasting.
profession.
Oh, that's very sweet of you.
And he's got a long curve to go because he's terrible.
You were such a good sports coach for kids.
It's just, but it's just unfortunate again because there's a lot of people that are much better at what he's trying to do, and he's getting paid more than all of them by an exponential amount.
What
just
is that
because of his name?
contract?
The contract, if I remember correctly, was 10 years. 400 million, 350 million. It was like 35 million a year. He's getting paid more to do commentator than he was to be a quarterback. Yeah. And again, it makes sense from the standpoint of just it's the name. And he's going to be doing the biggest high profile games and he's the biggest whatever. But there's a perfect example. Greg Olson, the guy he's basically replaced as the number one guy. Greg Olson might not have been as good of a player as Tom Brady, but he's a much better color commentator than Tom Brady is. And
Sometimes words are hard.
Yeah.
They are.
But again, we'll see.
But this is kind of funny. This reminds me of a story that came out, I think, last week, 2 weeks ago. Timothy Chalamet guested on, I think it was like SEC weekend. Did you catch that, Mike?
Oh.
Yes, it was actually, it was game day, college game day.
College game day. And he held his own, apparently. Like Timothy Chalamet.
He's a really good actor. There
like-
is no way he wrote any of that. He's a
think so.
really good actor.
He's a good reader.
I have a hard time believing he knows the quarterback of James Madison University, but maybe he does. Maybe he's got some spare
It doesn't
time.
matter because it was entertaining, apparently, and he faked it well.
It was super fun. He faked it very, very
Maybe
well.
he can coach Tom Brady.
Maybe. I mean,
He could.
when you think about it, like God gave with both hands with Tom Brady. You know, it's like you're good looking and you're athletic and like the GOAT at what you do. But then to add like good talker, that's kind of a lot, isn't it?
You got to suck at something, Tom. It's not a big
Yeah.
deal. Just move on. It's okay.
He's going to continue doing it though because they invested too much in him.
Yeah. I did find the contract. 10 years, $375 million. 375. That's $37.5 million a year.
You could literally get a country out of debt.
Yeah.
A small country.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, good for him. Hopefully he'll take some classes.
Time will get better. I'm sure he'll be better at it.
Maybe he can practice in the mirror.
One of the reasons why he was great is what he did is because he practiced a lot. So,
Thank you, Mike. You're so diplomatic.
that's what I'm trying to do. You know me. Tom is always trying to lift Tom Brady up. Speaking of quarterbacks, I'm trying to lift up Aaron Rodgers' enigma. I did finish it this weekend.
Oh, you did. And
Yeah.
This A-list north of the border mostly... Let's move on. This A-list north of the border mostly singer has been forced to self-finance most of the budget for an upcoming film. The studio wouldn't give him the budget he desired after the poor critical and commercial response of his last project.
It's Drake.
It is absolutely not.
oh,
Just kidding.
This A-list north of the border mostly singer was forced to self-finance most of the budget of his upcoming film. The studio wouldn't give him the budget he desired after a poor critical and commercial reception for his last project.
Okay, so Canadian singers. Okay.
Justin Bieber? No. Uh-oh, I've run out.
Yeah, I mean, we said Drake, we said Bieber. Gordon Lightfoot's dead.
Dean McDermott is not a singer. I'm looking at my list here. Okay, I have to actually...
Has this person had a top hit on the charts in the last 5 years?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. They're currently popular.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, is Abel Tesfaye Canadian?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's him.
Yeah, there you go. You got there.
The Weeknd.
This is the second time we've talked about The Weeknd,
Yeah.
and it's also the second time we've talked about The Idol, because this north of the border, mostly singer, Abel Tesfaye, a.k.a. The Weeknd, was forced to self-finance the majority of the budget for his upcoming film. That film that stars Barry Keoghan and Jenna Ortega.
Yeah.
The studio wouldn't give him the desired budget he wanted due to poor critical and commercial response from his last project. Of course, that being The Idol.
Wow.
So The Weeknd has a new album coming up. It's the third album of his trilogy of albums. This one is called Hurry Up Tomorrow. And he also has a movie called Hurry Up Tomorrow that is going to be released later this upcoming 2025 year. So he'll have a new album and a new movie hitting theaters.
Oh. Has it? I wonder if it's been filmed. You feel like it's been filmed already?
Yeah, I mean, I believe we
It's
did
in
get a release date. Let me
post-production.
see.
Okay. Because I'm just trying to think of Jenna Ortega in a bad project where she's going to take over and go, nope, rewrite this, do this. Like, is that possible?
May 16th. So this thing's got to be done if it's already going to be released May 16th.
Completely, yeah.
It's completely finished up.
Weird.
Psychological thriller directed
It's going to be weird.
by Trey Edward Schultz,
Okay. So,
based on The Weeknd's sixth studio album of the same name. So the
this
album
like
is
the Who's
actually
Tommy.
yeah.
This is like, I was thinking Jennifer Lopez's.
Yeah, I know. That's how old I am. Okay, so he is acting in it, or is he just financing it?
He's acting in it as well. This is his movie.
That's right.
He has.
Now, I will say it's a $20 million budget.
Oh,
This guy has streamed more than any singer basically in the entire world. So I'm pretty
know.
sure he can handle $10 million if he did have to finance half this project.
God.
Not a big deal, I don't think.
Not a big deal. 20 million. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, I think it's absurd how big movie budgets are now. Like, do you need $100 million to do this project? I remember when it was a big deal to have a budget that big.
Sure.
And now it's like commonplace for people to have that whenever you can make movies for cheaper. I'm a thrifty person. Can you tell?
Yeah. Lionsgate did acquire this, and it's going to be released from Lionsgate, and that's going to be in May. So there you go. We got
Look forward to that with an album at the same time.
The album, I think, is a little earlier. I think the album might be as early as like February or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that is all we have for Blinded by the Item today. Did you know that we have a website, Blinded by the Item? We have a podcast. Wherever you get your podcasts, you can listen to this. And we have a YouTube channel. We just hit over 2,000 subscribers. Like and subscribe right now to
Blinded by the Item.
Blinded by the Item.